Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are back with more of the Last Caretaker. We're going to be hopefully sending off a rocket today. We're going to also be getting some more humans and ramping up human production, as well as continuing what we started last episode, which was tidying up a bit of the boat. Still no phone call. Interesting. Yeah, tidying up a bit of the boat and also renovating our Lazarus layout, hopefully addressing the concerns of my boat. I'm just thinking log data. We haven't got them all, have we? We're running on 40%. So it should still be more. If I just stopped, if I just bugged out and stopped receiving them. It's a shame if so. Right, let me yeah. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little look around, send off a rocket, get some more humans, carry on exploring and doing what we need there. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. Sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. This is more of the Last Caretaker. I'm gonna take 3 coffee seeds out. Chuck that in there. I want to bring 3 of them as well. It seems like you only need 1 stack. Maybe you don't even need that much, but we can afford a stack. Now, I haven't fully scheduled. I'm actually recording this episode before the last episode's gone out. The reason for that is that probably at the time of you watching this, I'm on holiday. I've gone away. And so I was trying to see how we could, yeah, essentially how make sure you guys still had episodes, essentially, that you could watch and still had that. So that was my main thinking. But to spread them out a little bit, because I'm not going to have time to record a 3rd episode. I don't think. There might be. Episode 40, 41, and 42 might all be recorded back to back. Purely so that you've got some stuff to watch while I'm away for a week. I don't think of you guys. Right, I'm trying my best. Let me drop the seed, put that nice and central, and then we just drop a stack in there. There we go. Okay, and then let's drop that in there. Drop that. Perfect. I think this will look quite nice once it's all done. And if we ever needed it in the future, which again, I think is something that I'd like to see them think more about, is like, you know, if you ever needed like oxygen and stuff like that, we have a supply, like a supply of oxygen coming in, which would be cool. Like I said, I think at the moment it's not something that they're really, yeah, really utilizing that much, really. So, and yes, you could have it that these, you know, we've got enough seeds that we could have some more at Exodus as well. It's not even like we're missing out on that. Obviously, last episode we revamped the electricity. I am a little bit concerned that for some reason this is no longer pulling through now. I think it's because of this. Okay, there you go. There you go. That should be like 300 odd. I guess is it only pulling what it needs to pull? yeah, only pulls what it needs to pull, doesn't it? So it's all good. I think I've been up to these kind of places up here. Okay. Back that up. Okay. So yeah, so that's all good as well. I think what I did want to do, because I'm going to move these from the boat, so I'm going to have the resources for these anyway. I'm just going to... Okay. That's all good. Now we kind of need... We need to go shark hunting, really. That's what we need to do. We need to get more of the red ones. Pinky ones. Nice stacks of like stuff everywhere though, which is good. So that's not a problem. Okay. As part of the boat renovation thoughts were I've drained these. We can actually fit behind it, which is quite nice. So I'm still very much on the fence, but not on the fence, on the side of the fence that every now and again getting my oil and then turning that, because yes, we've got a load of like, we do have a lot of bio waste at the moment, but that's not something we're like constantly... I haven't had to farm that, I've just accumulated it. If we start using it as a fuel and just purely making our diesel from biomass, we will run out quite quickly. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted these to fit. Okay. So we can put one there. I'm going to be able to hold as much, from the looks of it. Can we get like a third one in? I think we could. We got to move. I mean, this has got to go anyway. So we could fit 6 tanks under here. I want to kind of line this up a bit. I know I need to... Oh, there we go. You could fit a 4th tank, to be fair. It bugs me that this one's not straight as well. Oh. Let me get rid of this. There we go. I'm gonna empty that one. I want to empty that one. These should all be filling up still. These will be filling up under here. Like I said, I'm having a complete renovation. We're just going to move this one out as well. We're going to have this outside. We don't need to then run the cables in. Like I said, we're not producing water anymore. We're not. You guys have been asking for this. I'm delivering. I'm just gonna get rid of the wheelbarrow. Don't need it. Hoping you could do something with it, but... Not sure what we'd have in this room yet. Kind of clearing it with no idea what we'd put in here, but we can go blank slate with it, really. Right. Pick these all up one by one. They're like little dead snakes now, aren't they? Okay. This will be temporary. Temporary line. But obviously we need to pull. We'll need to pull one down. So this one... Can't really see. I'm just gonna have to trust that this one's empty. Actually, are we doing it on that side as well? I think I want this one empty as well. I want that one empty. Okay. What we can do, we'll be crafting anyway, so we'll just pick up the stuff on the floor. It's fine. Put that all there. I want one advanced alloy mesh, but I want to be very careful, don't I? The order that... I guess it doesn't matter too much which one it builds first. Hoping it will build the one I placed first. And the one I'm closest to. All being well. There we go. Sweet. That's good. What we can do is we can then switch to pull that like that. I mean, we got quite a few. How many do we have? We have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. So basically, it's actually built very nicely to have 5 going across. Well, I think we can fit 4 in the corner there, can't we? Really. Being honest, let's empty that as well. Empty these tanks and then I was gonna say, if we wanted to maintain a bit of you could do that. We could also get rid of a couple and you got a few there. I don't know, really. It's a shame that this, like, can't use the shells or get rid of the shells, but yeah, you could probably squeeze in. You get one there, one there. I think that's plenty to sit off of, though, to be fair. I think we're fine with that, aren't we? Got to empty all these memories as well. Okay. I think we're kind of fine. We're fine with that. Runs down relatively nicely. Okay. Okay. That's fine. And then ideally we can then I'm just going to pull all the oil out. Right, let's build another one. Yes, we could fit 4. We go from 10 to 8, basically, with this method. Because if I remember correctly, the big thing doesn't fit, does it? The distillation tower. You can't really see, but it doesn't fit. Like it has to be on the outside. But that is something that you could have up here on the back instead. Instead of being right out here. All it takes is power, and then it offloads petrol and diesel. We could have that just run up the wall, up and over, or under. I think that could work. In before next update, and they've now put super importance on water systems. I'll cry. Like I said, if we're not doing food production on the boat, Okay. I'll actually unplug that. Don't really need it. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, going to be, like, moving stuff around. What are they waiting for? Advanced alloy meshes. That's fine. That one is full. What we can do, we can, like, trade with this a little bit, can't we? So we can say, like, I want... Okay, it should mean this one should empty the most. These ones will fill up and it'll be like a waterfall system now. Should. This tank's been here from the very beginning, but it's gonna go. Okay. Great. One is lowering. There we go. That should start if we now plug it over. Oh, it started building that one. Okay. Okay. Bring that in. Yeah, these ones are full. That's cool, isn't it? Okay. Started making that one. There we go. And then... yeah, that should be all good. Again, for now, it doesn't terribly matter, because... you can change the cable in. But it should just make them drain a little bit quicker. They got somewhere to go. Yeah, this one's gone. Oh, there we go. Just in case we lose something from it, let's repair that. And dismantle. I mean, this should mean we'll have a much clearer deck. And like a happy, they say, like happy space, happy mind, happy desk, happy life, happy wife. Oh, my alarm going off. Yeah, happy wife, happy life. Right, let's do it in this order now. We can just go like that. And then, oh, like that. And then like that. There we go. That's good. That's going to start doing that, which is good. We've got a nice clear space here. I'm going to get rid of that as well. I'm going to drop... this stuff is also heavy, like the alloy stuff, so That's that there. And then, yeah, this is just... Huh. Okay. Okay. Think any of these need repairing? Repairing. No. Okay. Like they've got the little built-in one down below. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. And then got the option of having diesel there or having... I think it still makes sense to have the oil tanks, right? I think going from 10 to 8 is enough of a drop. Going from 10 to 4 is not going to last long at all. Ideally. Could you fit 2 in? Wait. Cover the lights a bit though. I don't mind that on one side if that was a thing. Seems to like let you do it here. Why is it not like it right here? Because of that. You can put it there. Okay, so that one doesn't let you build on the light, but this one you can, technically. This is one where we definitely want to like wire it up beforehand, I think. No. I struggle to get it wired otherwise. Have one there. The rocking of the boat, which is even with the snapping. Okay. That would squeeze 5. You could get a 6th one in here. I'm just wondering if you need. So I can't put the thing in anyway. So I think we'd have the diesel ones here. We could then probably have, if we... This one's going to be a hard one to like wire up, technically. I think trying to squeeze into these and get them wired one by one is going to be a pain. Does it work that you could have... Yeah. You have one... Actually gives us 3, 6, 7, so you don't need this one. I'd give us 6 and 4 on that side. And you run the cable along the top. And we could put some more... Pick these up. You could then run some more diesel tanks down here, and you don't lose a lot, which I think is quite nice. We have extra space for a diesel tank there as well. Actually run that as one of the petrol ones, maybe. I think 3 petrol tanks is enough. Yeah. God, it's a lot of, like, makeover with the boat. Right, I'm like trying to just drop it all in here. Oh god! Oh wow! Okay. Okay, that he kind of just pushes you back. Right. Let me close this. Oh. Okay. We good? We good. Right. So those are all full, so we should have some empty tanks now. So you're empty. You're empty. Oh, let's repair it just in case. There we go. Ooh, a little bit like broken, tiny bit. And then this one has still got a little bit in it. That's fine. Okay. We'll let them equalize and all that kind of stuff afterwards. For now, this is like just a way to extract it all out. There we go. Literally really crudely. That should solve the whole thing. Right, and then we can break down the last couple, and then we got those there. And then we've got the same 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got the same 10. So that's all good. And yeah. Perfect. Now, probably want to have the carbon in here as well. I mean, that's what's like a little perfect thing for this. That you could then have 2 tanks of carbon there. That'll be fine. And again, no way to really make the back of the deck really clean because you've got to come across the stairs. It'd be great if you could come under the stairs. We can't really get in there. But could you put like a... Oh, it needs a gas one anyway, doesn't it? Oh no, yeah, it's actually an invisible wall. You can actually put... You can actually... Okay. You can actually put something right on it. Why are we overweight again? What are we hold? Oh yeah, holding a load of shit. The normal reason. No. Just remember. Okay. Yeah, it's gas as well, not fuel. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, glitch there. There we go. Right. Let's pop that there. Like that. Hopefully that won't interfere with that. And we need to do the same. We need to like basically just say, I want that one out. That should be all fine. Don't move very fast, but it's draining it, so that's fine. I take that back down. There's a little trash. Like I said, we should be able to just start. Yeah, taking these ones out. Oh. Are these damaged so much? I guess it must have like had some fighting on the boat or something. This one. Hope you guys don't mind me doing this as well. I thought this. I did and ah about just having this like voila and like done or like sped up. But I think a lot of you guys seem to like watching my playthroughs because I don't cut a load of stuff. There's no magic like, oh, there we go. And you also get like to hear my thought process. Even if it's completely idiotic and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? At least you get a little bit of my my fractured reasoning to some degree of why I'm doing XYZ. I hope you can see I'm trying to make it more... Oh, I actually used that one. I'm trying to make it a little bit neater. So that most of it is messy in here. Well, not messy, but a lot of the storage is actually in here and the deck. I mean, the deck already looks way better with it opened up. I'm not sure what I'd actually do with it. Like I said, we're probably... We can kind of map this to some degree. How I'm kind of envisaging it is that we'll have... I mean, I guess that doesn't want to bump with the flag too much, but we'd have like a... We fit a third one in here? No, not quite. There we go. Like that. And we mirror it. So it'd be the same. So we'd have... Where are we roughly with that one? Yeah, like there. We'd have another one like there. And we would actually have room for another one here. Wanted to, but probably for the sake of, if we can, I need to get rid of the tank really, don't I? But I was gonna say, if we could, quite nice to have a bit of symmetry with it. Where it goes straight across. It'd sit someone like here. Get rid of this first. Okay. Got those there. Pick these up. We've already got one there, kind of, anyway. that. I'm not sure about the Lumimax. Do we have one or two? We probably won't. With the amount of batteries we have, we probably won't need them. The alternative is we put a few more back here instead. We don't have as many on the front. We keep the deck a bit more clearer. Could have like 3 on that. That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many we'd need, really. That's my main issue. Obviously got the option of having... Because this one will be gone. That's good. We can run... Again, just one very... Into the... Into there. Now we can look to... Oh. That tank. Decided to build that tank now instead. Fair enough. Is this one gonna look completely stupid? Does a little bit. I'm going to treat it on the same basis that it's the same as putting it under the hull. Not a fan. But I think that's fine. I think that's a lot neater. A lot neater. And what I want to see is... I don't really need to use that switch. It's so much easier now that we can snap as well. Okay. Just thinking we could probably twist these, probably turn them, make them a little bit neater. There we go. Cool. Out of this one as well. They're like busy equalizing, aren't they? Right. I've got to shut this because I think every time there's a risk of it. stay in there. Right. It's all tidy if you don't look behind the mirror. Right, don't look behind the curtain. I think we could probably just do with 2 on the side. I could like 3 on the side. Boom, boom, boom. It's quite easy to map out as well, really. We've already got that one. And then we can make them a bit more flush. We have that one there. That one there. Can we line that up nice? We can actually, because the line on the floor is there. This is the extra bit that I don't need to be doing. We're trying to get this. Oh, that needs to go, doesn't it? 1 sec. Trying to get this so it is symmetrical is a whole other difficulty level. That one's kind of in line with the lip there. Which that one is as well. This one just needs to go back, really. Yeah, this one just needs to like have a little step back. And then it's actually probably built one of those typhoons now. So it has. Wait, where's my slot? There we go. You don't like it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're all in line. That's the important bit. Are you all in line? You're all in line already. So that's great. I like this. I think this is quite nice. As far as I'm aware, they don't... Oh, yeah, we're not going to get these ones, though, are we? As far as I'm aware, there's no... You can't link them together. You can't... They're meant to be, like, 2 output sockets rather than, like, a mini built-in cable thing. And there is space that we could have 2 back here as well. Although I'm kind of thinking this is where the big thing, the big machine is going to go. Can I just like disconnect that for a sec? Why does this not work? What's going on? You know what? I don't really care. we can get it back. Not the end of the world. It's free. Let's just get rid of it. Let's stop sitting on the edge of the decision here. Right. That's fine. Those are all fine. These are fine. Trying to think if you cram the petrol somewhere, but like in a nice place. Because now we only have, we've gone from, we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 diesel tanks, I think. We've gone down from 9 to 4. Now we could put a 3rd one there. We've got 5. I was gonna say, you could have some things on the side here. trying to think. Just have... Like, we just... Trying to, like, see what's possible right now. Trying to see if I can see the vision. I'm thinking if we could squeeze another 2. Could have your 2 petrol tanks down here, couldn't you? You could. You clear the petrol from the top. Means you don't need to wire it up to the bottom. And we can still squeeze in a couple of our missing tanks. Can have 1 there. Don't think we can fit another. I mean, we could fit a 3rd one in there. It's a little bit more snug. Maybe. That means we then got 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we got 8. 8, like the one underneath. And this one, probably put a little thing above it, but we pop that in there. Saves the messiness of drawing it up. There wasn't a load in there anyway, to be fair. It was actually very quick to do. I actually have no idea what I'm doing with the space, but what my challenge here is I'm trying to do it without putting loads of tanks underneath the boat. I'm also trying to do it so that we have a functional boat that has what we need on it. So we don't need the food production, water generation, any of that at the moment. I think at the moment it's looking pretty good. The reason having the petrol back here is because then that distillery thing we don't need to run a cable all the way up. We've got it right here. So we'll have some cables going across the floor around here. There's no way to, like, ideally, I'd love this to, like, work with petrol as well, or have a petrol one. And then there's like a little, you can pull some petrol out of here or something, but yeah, unfortunately we can't do that. But working with what we can do. Okay. I think that's pretty good though, so far. And again, this one. Put that there. Put that there for now. And obviously, I've got rid of the little thing here, but that's technically then all your tanks covered. Somehow. There we go. That's all your tanks there. You can actually climb up there. It's great. It's awesome. Make this neater, but I'm just getting the, you know, you can have the tanks all spread out then. The snapping's made this way easier. Like, that's why I didn't want to really do any of this before the snapping, because there's just no way to reliably do it. Whereas now it's like, actually, we can do it. And I'll probably put these little connectors back on as and when, like for like docking and stuff like that. I mean, like this one's quite a handy one just to have. Same with that one there. Makes sense to have those. Rather. Oh, come on. Okay. No, ignore it. I'm not pressing the button, am I? There we go. Yeah. Originally I did this, didn't I? Because I wanted like lights around the boat, and then I realized just how shit the lights are. Like it just doesn't work that effectively, unfortunately. There we go. Oh, I spent almost an hour doing this. Right, this is the big one, because this is quite integral to having the oil on the boat. If I can't find a nice place for this, there's no point having the oil on the boat. It looks way better already though, doesn't it? Like, it does look better. Now, I want to see how big this is. It does fit, because we had it back here originally, didn't we? On the left-hand side though. So, it's going to be power, can be dropping stuff out. So let's just get the carbon dioxide. There is part of me that's like, we can get it closer. Okay. Maybe. I can. Can I turn it out? Because we do want the plastic to catch a little bit, you know, as well. Yeah, there's the little pipes. Okay. Can we turn it like that? Nice and flush. Perfect. I'm so overweight again. Okay, so that's that. That's all good. Now, ideally, this is an ideally situation. We could have, like, just put it underneath and ran it here and gone from there, but I think what we're going to have is diesel goes straight into here. And we got a diesel point there. That there. That there. Then there we go. I'm kind of thinking if we just have this, we're gonna have these little bits tucked here and so. Is that a What is that? It's just a long iron beam just sat here. Right, there we go. How long has that been there? And it is a trip hazard, but we're a robot. It's fine. We know what we're doing. There we go. And that's connected the whole circuit up, which is fine. Right, that's fine. We can follow the circuits in a bit. This is going to be how the diesel gets into the boat from the distiller tower anyway. Like, obviously if we've got diesel, we need to pop it in. We have got the sockets here, so that's fine. The diesel goes in the boat here. Technically comes out the boat here and gets pumped around. I mean, does it even... Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Despite there being a thing here, there's no diesel like connectors down here. And there is electric, but the electric ones are only in here. That would be like, if they were going to do boat customization part 2 or version 2, that's what I'd love, is being able to like then place these sockets where you want. And even have like multi-sockets, so this could be 1, 2, 3, like 3 sockets on the wall. Literally. I get excited just thinking about that. So electric's fine because we can plug that in, that's not a problem. Fuel. How are we getting petrol nicely over there? Now, I think to answer that question, we've got to die. We don't have to die. They need to die. Right. We can move this down here quite nicely. 100%. I can just tell. 100% is going to have an issue with that. Right. There we go. Right. Can we all just simmer down? Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? So many of them. Right. Okay, so that's in there. That's fine. And then this will run... like that. And you run it under there. That's probably what I was going to do with the petrol, to be fair. But I was just thinking you can't... We could stack it a little bit. We could have the petrol one in between. Petrol one a little bit lower. What I'm trying to do here, just again, just keep it nice and neat, like that, and that goes in there like that. That's fine. Now, what we'll do is a bit like with this one. Is we'll have petrol one kind of doesn't have to be precisely in line, but it helps if it is. We'll have a gas one. Just a little bit behind it. Well, that go there. This one. Almost. Could go like that. Again, you got the lines crossing, but it's not the end of the world. Goes under. And petrol then literally just plugs in here like that. There we go. And then this one's a bit more of a that one there. I don't know how I'm going to access this. Easy way to do this, is there, without getting rid of the tank first? Which we could do. We could do. We want to leave this tank fully. Yeah. We'll rebuild it. We will rebuild it. It's gonna be easier right now. Just to get this in first, and then it's so just nice and done then. There we go. Okay. That's there. I'd almost argue... no, actually we do want to benefit from having that there. The question is now, can we actually place that back with snapping, which probably we can't. Doesn't feel like it's snapping. You snapping? You are snapping. Right, okay. Okay. Just like a bit of a... Might be... That's the issue while building it. I don't know. I might have just messed it up. Don't want it on the wall. Can you not place it? Oh, there we go. Oh my god, it's like being really finicky. There we go. Now one. There we go. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. Oh. Okay. Just let it finish building. There we go. That over. That looks nice, right? I'm pretty happy with that. Now I know you, I think you can. I do kind of want to keep the lines separate, but I think you can just mix petrol and diesel now, and oil. You could just have one line for everything. Again, principle being that I don't want to do that. I don't think that's as realistic as it could be. says, and then just gets them to merge in. Have that there. And that there. This petrol doesn't need to go into here, really. So that's fine. So the petrol comes across, the carbon dioxide comes across, carbon dioxide then just runs out the way back here. And then, oh, let me have that run across. Oh, yeah. Like that. Okay, so carbon dioxide's hooked up. Now we've got oil. The oil's a weird one because the oil gets put in here. And this one, I guess we can just run across. Like that. So it goes in there. I said there's just a lot of cables in general, isn't there, really? Could have got this locked for some reason. Right. And then this is one that go up here, like that. And this one goes like that. So that's fine. And this is where we then plug in to fill up our oil as well. So we've got an oil plug there, which is great. We can get rid of that. So oil is then all connected, but we want to make this one a bit neater. So we want to grab this and just go across the ceiling. Again, you wouldn't need to do all this if you could just like pin, like you could attach them to walls and things like that. And we'll have this one go down there, that one go up there like that. And just, yeah, sorted. It's a lot better, I think. I think it's a lot better. If you don't look in here, keep that shut. It's a lot better. I don't think we've lost too much. We've lost 1 tank of oil. I think we've lost... We've got 3, 4, 5, 6. We lost 2 tanks of diesel. 2 tanks of petrol. Because that's where we're at. Now, this I can actually just lift. This is the bit where it's like, we're just going to have a load of plastic just here, I think. And that's just going to be how it is. No real way to make that nice and cozy. That's fine. I actually like how that's all in there. Again, then got a little bit there. That connects to that power. This one's all connected to that one. So again, just don't even need a... Literally just plug that directly in. Get rid of these. Nice little chest there if you needed it. Not that we do, but we could. I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. And then we're gonna all this stuff there. We're gonna need turbine blades. Turbine. We literally just need turbine blades. All this, and we've got no turbine blades. Where are we looking? We need 6, 5, 6. Should just automatically build themselves, and we can make sure everything's plugged in from an electric point of view. Obviously, if we needed water, we could plug this in, but honestly, I don't think we do. Now that we're actually using the wider, like the actual wall sockets for our power storage as well, that's still working here. That's all good as well. I think it looks good. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I think this is a nicer setup than it was before. Also, you've got that going in there. I guess the question will be, is it enough? Is it enough power? And if it's not, we have space for 4 more turbines we could fit in. So yeah, we're pretty much going to have our... there. That goes in there. Goes there. And that goes there. Lovely. We got 6 on the front. Got 2 on the back. There is... could put another one there, but I quite like the symmetry at the moment. And then, yeah, this is still fairly, I don't know. I do like having the directional bit, and I like having the walkway. It doesn't make sense to me to have like a ladder here, and then you've just got like, because I was going to put turbines here, or try and see if I could put the petrol tanks here. And it is quite nice that we got technically a free kind of space. I mean, we could probably grow a tree now in the middle if we wanted, you know. I'll leave that for now though. I'll let you guys come up with ideas of like any further optimizations. What can we use this room for? This room's now actually sorted as well. We could put some furniture in here maybe. And again, technically, we could put more... those missing diesel and batteries, they can go in here, technically. Because they have the connectors. So we could do that. At the moment, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Oh, we're dying. We're dying. There we go. I was like, why is my health so low? At the moment, I'm going to leave it as it is. Because I think that's pretty good. We've got the 2 little sockets here as well, quickly. Yeah, I like it. Happy with that. Okay. And I think, like I said, the upstairs is still a little bit messy. It seems like these are all good. It's trying to get these like a bit more taut, isn't it? But you can't really avoid. Ideally, you could get in here, put one there, and then you could connect it, and then from here you could like just run a cable through the gap in the stairs. I feel like what they've done with the pipes here, because this is your diesel and your electric as well. That'd be pretty cool. But I think this is good considering what we've got on the boat and how we're managing it. And it's tidy. Rate me out of 10. Now all of this... this is all the leftover materials. I've actually like had a massive material saving with this as well. Obviously, a lot of this is the... I want to keep the batteries, don't I? I want 10 battery cells. Got those batteries to build in the thing. So I want split. Just want to pick up one of those. So we've got 10 battery cells. What, 15 connector ports. Wow, okay. I want 10 alloy frames. I want 5 logic chips. And everything else can be turned into materials. We didn't need to pick up even more stuff, but so much of it. So much of it. Oh my god, no. It's gonna make me do that again. Not the whole thing, thankfully. Okay. Yeah, it's brought me back to here before I charge myself up. We just got to sort out that battery stuff again. It is basically you get one crash an episode, which is like one crash every 1.5 hours, give or take. But it normally happens in the middle of one, obviously. So, yeah. I don't know why. It might be my PC. I don't know. I said it's a little bit of an unpredictable thing because you're also, you know, I'm recording on OBS as well and loads of stuff going on, so I guess it's can take a toll. Okay, so we need 10. We need 15 of these, didn't we? 1. Okay. We needed 5 logic chips. Ten alloy frames and 10 battery cells. And then we put all of these in there. It's fine. These up. Thankfully, it didn't lose all that stuff that we'd done. We do have that battery still sat there as well. I might move that one in here. We'll do that in a sec, though. I'm just gonna save this. I don't want to just break that all up again. Let's just... we can pick this up on the way out, if we want it. There we go. I'm quite happy with what we've done here over the last episode and this episode. It takes a bit of time getting it sorted, but I think it should still feel the same effect. If anything, we've simplified the boat. Because we've removed the need for the water generation. And we've removed the need for the food as well. Oh, so they do need more soil. Why does it not... what? Let me put the batteries down. Okay. Why does this game struggle to tell you things? Come on. There we go. Alright. We got a nice little line in here. We can just be... boom. Little battery line. Put that in there. Nice little... can we get that nice and low? No. Okay. Do that one though. Fine. 1 megawatt. We're actually at maximum transfer capacity. Like it's pretty cool. Right. Did I keep the soil anywhere here? Some. I want to check before we go back to the boat. No, that's fine. Okay. I do want to get these trees growing, so how much do they need? So that one's growing, but I guess that they do need more. They do need more, which is fine. We have loads more. I just didn't know. It doesn't say like, oh, I need more soil. Pick these up. Can't do anything else with them. Okay. Also, you can mine them for stuff. What do you have for these? You can get bio waste, to be fair. The sea slugs are nocturne nematodes. So I've purposely kept all the bio waste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. There we go. That's 12 stacks. 10 stacks. Got 5. Yeah, we got 500. 50 kilograms of bio waste. Question is, do you think it needs to release the oxygen? Do I need to put gas cables on each one? Like, let it expel the oxygen? Or is it optional? It just says it's growing. So see here, I can just be like... Okay, and it goes back to where it was before, which is good. So I guess if I swap these out and put my bio wastes in here, when I'm next back, I can put more soil in. If any of them are like, yeah, can't grow. Doesn't seem like you lose anything for it. It just carries on where it was. These look quite nice. They'll have little berries on and everything. Looking forward to seeing them like grow. There we go. Right, should we... Enough messing about. Should we just go and... actually go launch a rocket and grab some more humans? Very streamlined with what we're doing for the rest of the episode. Obviously, we're gonna launch the rocket first to get humans on the way back. that in there. Pop that there. And we just want to go back to Exodus so we can undo that one. There is a nice little... There is one on the way back we could hit. Like on the way back. Haven't been to that one yet. Do that there. All the sea slugs there as well. I'm like stuck on something. Stuck on the tire. There we go. Let me see everything. Is everything working? I don't want to line these up. Then we can just double check. But it looks like we've got fuel. It says we've only got 517. That is just the average of the tanks, isn't it? We've got 6 kilowatts, which is fine as well. It's so dark. I hope there weren't any mines. Okay, so something's not working. There we go. Okay, there we go. For some reason it turned the diesel off. Running 20 kilometers on electric only. I could never. Can't do that. Right, we can actually see the little flag on top now. That's cool. It does look a lot cleaner, doesn't it? As far as I can tell, we're generating more than we're burning. I'm a little bit concerned. Let's go here. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit concerned about the diesel. It's fine, we are just low on diesel, aren't we? Yeah, it is 4.7 per one. That's fine. So we should be able to just whack that on. We start making some petrol and diesel. It's all working. Look at that. Lovely. The only one that's not working is carbon dioxide at the moment. Oh, and that's just because it's not connected. Yeah, I disconnected it. There we go. Look at that. I'm actually quite happy with that. Way neater, and it's all on the back bit here. This bit is very nice. All this space for activities. You could actually have like forklift races and all sorts. You can actually run to our little front bit. Whatever this is called. Is this the bow? I don't know. My ship terminology. Still not good. This one's not connected. This is nice as just a backup power, I guess, isn't it? If in case of emergency, we can hook it up. It could work. Perfect. I'm so off course again. There we go. But yeah, we got a 44 kilometer. Not going to pick the seeds up now. We will do that on the way back. Okay. Swell me. Not too far. Very relaxing. Very upset that my phone's not ringing though. Guess I'm just gonna have to, like, next time I log in. It's like 2 episodes now where we haven't had a phone call. Maybe we'll, like, do something else to trigger it, maybe. Let's have a look. We've got that one there. We've got one there as well. There's probably a couple that we've like the Sea Reserve 3. I think we found that, but I don't think we took the seeds from it. So some of them we've gotten close to them, so they've named. What I'd really love with this is like it hollows out. You double click it, like it turns some of them on for some reason. Yeah, I would love it to have like a, oh, I've been here, I haven't been here kind of thing. That would be great. I feel like the amount we've lightened the boat, we should go faster. All the plastic, which, to be fair, it kind of acts like its own little plastic catcher anyway, so I'm actually not too fussed by that. Actually, that actually works quite well, quite nicely. It is working. Are these working? This one's not working. Oh, I switched it off by mistake. Whoops. Yeah, gotta be careful of that. I was like, it was working. I haven't changed anything. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I was just thinking. No, good job. You can't damage the boat that way, as far as I'm aware. Ooh, a pink can. Let me go over here, because every time I'm like, if only that was an elevator over there, I'd park there. Right. Come back here. Right. There we go. I think as well, definitively, it means that we can get rid of these two. We can get rid of the gas lines. Definitely don't need those. Right. Let's... I think we'll do our normal... Wish we could hold them a little bit lower. Trying to like see out the corner of her eye what's going on. This is still lacking in power, isn't it? For some reason. Huh. Better check that elevator comes down. I'd hate to drag all four here and it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Did I mishit that button or something? I don't know. Okay, well. Like I said, I feel like the cables and power and everything, the devs have been messing with something. But like, every place I go, cables are coming undone. Seems like the ones where I'd stretched them previously, but... yeah, we should be, slowly but surely able to fix them as we go. My grabbing ability is still absolutely shocking. What? There we go. Like I think I said last episode, they could spend just like a week or two hard sprint to delay the next update by a couple of weeks and just spend those couple of weeks like now going through and just doing a load of bug fixes and optimization. And then once those 2 weeks are done, you push the patch out, get right back to it with the update. That's fine. I think a lot of players would happily wait an extra couple of weeks for the update 4. If it meant they got a load of optimization, and it's fine that they do a little bit each time with an update. I think they don't have much cadence in between, so they might have the odd bug fix here and there. So it kind of means that once that update is done, you're like, okay, like update 3 is done now. You're like, okay, probably not going to get another like bug fix now for any of these until update 4, and that's if that's included at that point. Right, what I'm thinking is we lodge them. Lodge them in against the barrier. It's gonna be really annoying. Stand here, just make sure. They could do it where they like suction down like a storage chest does. No. See, it's like halfway through, isn't it? You don't start doing it. Quite a cool idea though, isn't it, with the growing of the humans. Such a clever like premise for a game. I think that's a big part of why this game does so well, is that it's got a strong purpose for why you're doing these things as well. Here we go. All right. And we'll leave a spare. Obviously, I brought all 4, but we're just going to send off 3. Leave the spare one up there. And then each time there'll just be a spare left over. And until eventually you've got the... on your 3rd rocket, you've got a 4th rocket, basically. I think as well, it could have despawned. But I didn't get my reward pod, did I? My last like rocket I sent off. So I wonder, you didn't get a quest for it or anything. Like normally it was like, oh, you got a little pod that's arrived. We'll see when we go up, but I think they're taking that away. Which, if they have, I mean, feel free to correct me if they haven't. Maybe they dropped and it's despawned, because the pod's definitely despawned now. Like my old pods are gone. But maybe you get a pod now for like fulfilling the committee, and they've changed how the reward structure works. Not terribly against that on the one hand, because it incentivizes you to form the committees rather than just make random humans, you know, so that's fine. But I feel like, you know, you would get your seeds, you'd get your memories, you get, you know, your different rewards. And you could then put that towards, it wouldn't replace the cost entirely, but you could put that towards your next batch. Like I said, memories in this game are very finite. And I've got probably almost all of them. So, yeah, it's definitely a bit of a weird one to navigate. Because they need to make sure that you've still got that stuff coming in on a regular kind of basis. Yeah, there's no like pod around. Oh, no, there is. Tell a lie. There's a pod there. It just doesn't tell you anymore. Okay, well we can go there after. Let's, that's good. That's good then. Still get that. That in. Right. Door jammer can stay. They are not the person we're looking for right now. The teacher does form part of the committee. They need to go in. The basic supplier was part of the next one. They can go in. They weren't part of the committee. And then this one should be the health assistant. Yeah, health assistant, which is our final part of the committee. We can send that in. Shut that door. Leave you there. Everyone, evidence. This one is left here. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like how they drop the pods in like heavily shark infested waters as well. Like, GG's, thanks for helping. Yeah, thanks for that. Right. Yeah, these are all fully done as well, so that's fine. Okay. Launch sequence. There's the pod over there. Should I just... We'll just run. I'm going to be jumping off to get my thing anyway. Get my rewards. Or actually we can sail over and get them, can't we? Should have 2 pods by that point. So it's probably like the boys now, they'll disappear once you've emptied them. Okay. Get a little screenshot. Yeah. Alright. Let's launch.
Tower cleared.
Do love watching it every time. Doesn't really get old for me.
Seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engine running. Liftoff. We have liftoff.
There we go. 3 new humans. Saved. 1 step closer for humanity's resurrection. Nice. I think if we grab the boat. I'll be able to spot the other pod as well when it comes down. Do you think I could get there and stand under it? Do you think it would like just burn me to a crisp? I was thinking that when I pushed the button. I was like, is 45 seconds enough time to like if you hit the button and just run out and just head there. If you sit underneath the rocket and like burn to a crisp. You could. I think we could. I would have stepped back. There we go. And it's back. There we go. Alright, get that back up and running. It's quite cool. We got that all fully self-sufficient, which is quite nice. Oxygen. Are we doing alright for oxygen? We aren't. We're not. It's not looking good. Okay. This is doing a little bit. Okay. Not really enough. Even the methane's getting a bit low. So you probably want a methane tank so that you can then generate the methane from the... What were the other options without... Obviously the thing was the easiest thing, the Soul Forge is the easiest thing to make methane. So that makes water. That's the new thing as well. It is only that, isn't it? So yeah, we are going to need a tank. Longer term, we're going to need a tank. That we store the methane in the Soulforge Prime, bring it out to the boat, keep it on the boat. Yeah, keep it on the boat, and then we can do that. How are we looking? Yeah, so methane is... Methane thankfully is not as expensive, but yeah, oxygen. Taking a bit of time. Do have lots of petrol here though. And there's my other pod. Okay. That's quite nice. Both my pods are next to each other. Wait, is that the methane there? Yeah, it does output methane, doesn't it? It's just disconnect. Those were the cables that disconnected. Right, gotcha. I was thinking that. I was like, hang on a minute. So no, we are fine. If we're generating oxygen and stuff like that, and we're generating methane, you just want to unplug the methane if your methane's full, because then it stops the machine, doesn't it, I think? Why we have one of the oxygen unplugged. Okay, apologies for those shouting at the screen probably 5 minutes ago, like, no, you idiot, the saboteur makes methane. How's this doing from a water point of view? Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Launch plenty of rockets. Like I said, a lot of the infrastructure we've built for this was a bit of work to begin with, figuring out what we needed and what we didn't need, but now it's here. It works really well, I think. We've got it all exactly as we need for our... What are you doing down there? Right. Can't be trusted, then you get scrapped. To be fair, these lights are pretty shit. Probably better just to get the better light, but... Okay. So we have about 1,500 in each tank. Yeah. We got enough. I want to let them still do their thing, but I don't want to leave it connected and it just drains all of our petrol. Okay. Probably do more cyclones and lumimaxes here as well. Still doesn't work when it... It's a weird bug, isn't it? Like, I think it's a save and reload, but I'm not sure what causes it. Oh well. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's go get our rewards. Stop by this little pod as well, can't we? Oh, that thing's happened again. That's good they still have these. They just don't direct you to them as much now. Little rock yourself now. There we go. Probably won't get amazing rewards in these ones because the humans are all pretty standard. Some memories and some normal resources. And we got another seed. More seeds as well. Okay. Got some more memories as well, which is what we're here for. And then get these duplicators. And then that's it. I mean, I think the resources cost to make one of these is insane, but there you go. Yeah, some more paint. There we go. So I guess over time that will disappear as well. All the paint. What's it look like on the scanner? Oh no, I crashed into it. Oh, you can move it. Oh, can you imagine if you can mount the mooring cable on it and drag it with you? It's cool though. Can obviously go in from the top as well, but I quite like going in through the bottom and going up. This is obviously the one we did the other day. There we go. Okay, and then loads more coffee seeds. Are they going to do something more with the coffee seeds? Cool if there was like farming and that could like grow stuff that you then needed to use for that. That you could use as like, instead of memories, you could grow stuff that would contribute towards that. Oh, when the plastic falls... Oh, I didn't think of that. The plastic can... Physics. Okay. You know the things you plan for, and then the things you don't plan for? I'll let you guess which one that was. Right. That's so typical. There's going to be a box of paint, hopefully. Just a box of paint. That's all good. Glass goes in there too. Those go in there. As well as... those as well. Right. Okay. That's pretty good, I think. Another one there. Is there a shark nearby? I thought that was coming out my bottom of my ship then. Well, I think what we'll do is grab this I don't want to start the timer and then have to then... I don't think we're going to have enough time to then get back, make the human, like all that kind of stuff. And I think... Let me check my... I'm just conscious of time. We should be able to pick these ones up, I would say. Pick them up and get back to Exodus. Not Exodus. Lazarus. Now that we know that the timer stops, the 2-hour timer stops, once it is plugged in. This should be fun. I'm going to need to think of a solution for this, because if that just keeps I mean, it's nice if it has an auto turn off feature. Yeah, I guess at some point it gets too much and turns the thing off. Not the end of the world, I guess, to be fair. Alright, let's pop that down. I love how I keep saying that, and people keep commenting. Then you literally, it is the end of the world. There's no humans left. That's true. Right. Oh yeah, it does show the new drop pods. So they actually show on the map now as well. Which we've gone to both, which is fine. That's cool that they actually show on the map now. Looks like the other ones are really gone, right? You must sink as you move away from them. We wanna turn it around. There. Could get that seed pod there, couldn't we? Not that far. Close. Can't keep stopping at all of these, but otherwise we'll never get anything done. But oh, there is a shark here though. Like he could almost get me there. Good job I didn't jump straight in, because yeah, part of me was like, wait, I can see the lights. It was like waiting for me. He got a boat a little bit there, didn't he? think we gathered up a lot of this stuff. Tried to press and hold E as quickly as possible. Okay. Nice. Right. Let's... Honestly, I just don't know. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Right. It's only a little bit. Cool. Should be fine like normal. We get them out, throw them up. They float to the surface. Drop some flares down. See what we're doing. Part of this is obviously under us. This is one of those containers, but stay focused on the job at hand. I don't want to be over it. Obviously it's underneath. It looks like it's quite a deep one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think as well, they've got rid of the fast descent. Is that what those lights are in the distance? And I've seen them before. It's the pod. One of the pods that you can see lit up in the water, I think. Yeah, there's no fast descent. You can't like, you know, you just zoom. I mean, they fixed that in patch 3. This is gonna be a deep one. This is gonna be a get in and get out quick. I don't really have spare electric. This is one of the deepest ones we've ever seen. Wow. Arguably, this is one of the deepest things in this game. I'm interested to see if it still stutters. Seed reserve 7. Yeah, wow. 300 meters, pretty much. Yeah, spot on. Right, okay. Okay, let me in. You have to power them now? What? What is this? Is that just for the first time? No, what? What? Why are the seeds out? Why are there any free? I ain't gonna lie. Big brain or what? Just give him a little cool off. Reset the timer. Just in case you guys are wondering. I've only got 3 seeds, though. That's a shame. Oh god, everything's murdering outside. Why do I not have a 4th seed? That's such... Must have bugged for me, right? To come in... At least that reset the timer for all 3 of them, though. Not like a 4th one, like, clipped in or anything, is there? No. Okay, I've just been shortchanged there, then. Can you imagine if there's like some freaking creature down here at this point as well? Oh. It's a dangerous game. Sure, 4th one's not in here. Not on top of... Oh, it is! It is on top! Oh. Clutch. There we go. There we go. Right. I'm so glad I decided to check that right before. Oh my god, I thought that was like a person. Like a deep sea diving thing. It's just my frickin' anchor. Right. Up we go. Package secured, kinda. They glow, don't they, as they float to the top, I think, so... Okay. There's 1, 2. The others did take a while, to be fair. I always do this at night, don't I? Like, I should do this during the day, like normal people. And I should mark my boat, so I know where my boat is. Thankfully, I know if I just keep going straight up, the boat is right above us, but... Yeah, alright. Still 190 meters, jeez. Yeah, it looks like they've got rid of the fast descent and the fast climb. I couldn't always get the fast climb to trigger, but the fast descent is gone. Obviously, let me know if it's not in your game, but I can't seem to get it. Couldn't seem to get it to trigger. There's the other 2. Excellent. Lovely. 2 things there. I'm really glad that... I didn't know it was going to work, but I just thought, well, if I try it... It's 34 minutes. That's harsh. That is so harsh. It must have, when I was exploring Salem's Grave, and I was nearby, it must have triggered the timer. But then as I sailed away, obviously nothing works when you're away from the location. I'm very lucky that entire pod wasn't just a goo, like a pink goo mess, because if I spent too long in the other place, it could have been. And then I just thought, well, let me just see if I can put it back in. And thankfully it reset the timer. So happy with that. Did not know. And then very glad, I was like, let me just check in case it's on top of something. And thankfully it was. Oh. Chuck you in there. There's my other cube there. Okay, let me just climb up. There we go. The others are going to come up. They might be stuck under the boat if not, but... There they are. Not too bad, all things considered. There you go. Perfect. Save. Close. I'm not going to go for that. Right. That's good. We want to go back now to Lazarus. Nice and efficient, that one. I was like I said, a bit panicked with that one though, because I was like, not only was it super deep, I didn't really drop with... I was lucky I had the Healy pens on me. I wasn't really expecting that. Oh, there we go. Are we gonna hit anything? We see the Lazarus complex right ahead of us. We should just like through the eye of the needle. Probably hit the habitat node, but we'll see. How are these? Oh, not bad. Yeah, 15%. Oh, there we go. Almost generates too much plastic now. It's generating its petrol. Why are these losing durability? I mean, did the little sea slug things? I like this though. Let me know what you guys think. It's a lot easier to walk around now, isn't it? There's a lot more kind of order. You guys stop shaming me for my boot. Let's grab that, send that down. We can put that in there. More paint, no more memories. Those. Let's do the little. You almost get too much plastic now. Like, too much. Okay. We're not going to do the humans in this episode though. What we're going to do is we're going to lock them all in so that they're all secure. They're all secure, and then we'll go from there. We'll pick it up with the next one, and we get to go back and see the committee, because I don't know what humans we want to make next now. A couple of angels. It's weird they just spawn there. They sit as like a little, like a marker of sorts. Oh, cool though. We've like killed a lot of our like just everything. So it's weird to be like, oh, some life, I guess you could say. Yeah, full steam ahead. Like I said, there might be a little bit of a delay between this episode and the next one, purely just because I'm going to be away for a week. So I'm filming this literally the day before I go. But I've already filmed 40, and this is 41. So hoping you'll have 40, you'll have 41, and then when I'm back I can film 42. So I'm going to run out of time, like in real life, to actually finish packing. I didn't want to leave you guys a week without any episodes. So I thought we'd get a couple of these recorded, and we can get them all planned out. So if I haven't been here for the premieres, that'll be why as well. Time zone and all that stuff. But yeah, a little bit of R&R. Or shark pens. Look how nice the boat looks now. Like I said, we've still managed to get like 8 turbines in there. Just powering our battery is absolutely fine. Diesel reserves, petrol reserves. Got oil and the distillery thing on there as well. Carbon dioxide too. We'd have room to put a methane tank if we needed to. But I don't think we're going to need that. What I have forgotten is where I've been and where I haven't been for paint. So I think we checked this one already. Again, it'd be so good if they could like upgrade the map so that you could have a little bit of a, like, set your own key and or color coding and stuff like that. I'd love to see that as an update. Yeah, we have been here. This is the this was the shark one, wasn't it? We have been to this one. Found some paint, I think. Doing my bit. One less mine to crash into in the future. Almost there. Finally, we've reached 500 kilometers traveled in the boat as well. Let me know in the comments what if you've been playing this as well. How many kilometers you've traveled. It's on the bottom right of your little speedometer. It's in that middle bit. 500 kilometers. How many hours am I on now? I'm on... Where's my info? Almost 140 hours. 138.3. Game's not even finished. Still got like 3 more updates. Probably then more updates as well, because that's only taking you to the summer, where they'll have 3 or 4 more updates to the 1.0, I'd imagine. So, yeah. This is probably my longest played survival game now, I'd say. Yeah. They don't normally hold me above 100 hours. Not solo, anyway. I'm tempted to jump back into Icarus, but I need to pick up that new DLC, I think. And start a new save. Although I don't know with the DLC is probably better with a fully leveled character, isn't it? We could do a playthrough like that. I'm gonna let my Voyages of Nera playthrough. Want to keep working through that. And then we can what we're gonna do next. Come on, come back here. They have improved this. They've made this better. Like the whole fighting the anchor and the mooring cable used to be a real issue, but they don't seem to have that anymore. Right. Okay. Let's plug in so we've got power as well. I mean, we should have power anyway. You know what I mean? Should have power. And especially when we plug in, we should have power. I am sick of this. Oh, I'm sick of this game breaking every second because it's shitty cables, which I actually really like, but the cables just keep not working. I literally have just spent so much time making it have its own self-sustained power. When people tell me like, oh, why do you use the boat to power? You're like, normally that's why. Can't trust the system to like have not broken it, but this time it's broken the cable somewhere else, so the boat's not even charging it. It's just doubly annoying, because normally it's like, okay, something's broken, but I can just plug my boat in. I don't know why I thought that would work. Is this like stretched or something? Is that what this is? Shouldn't be. And this isn't stretched, is it? No, that's plenty. Okay, well, thankfully we knocked the ladder down. No. What? Why am I stuck? What is going on? Okay, so I'm just like falling through a gap, apparently. Okay. This game doesn't have an unstuck, does it? Tell you. It needs it if it's gonna have issues like this. Four minutes ago. Okay, fine. Fuck's sake. So frustrating. It's like these stupid little bugs. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, take the 2 weeks. Take the 2 weeks, sort yourself out. Problem is, they're probably worried it'd take more than 2 weeks. I think some of these, like, they haven't fixed these. It's that they're either super complicated or they haven't figured it out yet. How to do it. No. Are you kidding me? So now I need to reload my game every time power doesn't work. I actually quite like being the last caretaker. I think pin these humans off. A nice little sail around the world victory lap. Last robot standing. No, let me pick you up. There we go. Right, I'm gonna need to save and load again. Okay. Alright. It's all lit up now. Okay. So... yeah, I have no idea. Right. Okay, gonna need to save and reload. Again. I thought they fixed it. I thought I saw a patch note saying they'd fixed this. They haven't. Still rooted. Rooted. Doesn't say it needs more. That's fine. Rooted. Tree there. Okay. And then if we save. Back up. There we go. Let it back up. We exit out. And we load. I just want confirmation, you know. They're like sealed.
Habitat care is established. That's the first bone of a fragile spine in a fragile body.
Yeah, perfect. Paused. We can now put what we want in there. Sweet. Cool. So, let's see, before we finish the episode, if we can assign our Habitat Care members. It's like maybe a certain amount of in-game time needed as well, maybe. You'll be 18. How old are my humans? Here we go, March 4th. Okay, that one stayed on Earth, the door jammer. So teacher, they are 18, just about. Okay. Base supply and health. Okay, so it probably just takes a couple of like days for this to like fill in. So that's fine. A couple of in-game days or something like that, but they met the requirements. So should be good to go. Create our next batch. Exciting. Alright, well that's where we're going to leave it for this one. As always, we'll have a little bit of lore at the end of the video if you want to stick around and watch that as well. And if not, or you want to watch it all in one go, I've got my Lore Explored playlist. So that just goes through all the reading of the lore so far. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out and enjoying this episode with me. Hope you had a good time. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff as well. And yeah, we'll have another episode very soon, as well as other videos on the channel too. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. FS204 Platform Runner, Mermaid, Hull Paint Log, Archived Human Record, Part 1, Assignment, March 14th, 2029, North Atlantic Service Pier C. Traded shifts again. Not because I had to, because I wanted time. Paperwork says FS204 routine service, hull inspection, corrosion touch-up, launch clearance. To me, it was just another surface still blank enough to accept a mark. I've spent years laying out other people's messages, logos, warnings, instructions, things that ask permission by design. This time, I wanted to put something that didn't. Before the paint. 3 days earlier, at low tide, I found something caught where the nets usually pull up nothing worth naming. It didn't belong to the water, but the water was already correcting that. Whatever it was had been somewhere else first. You could tell by the way it resisted the salt. I didn't log it, didn't photograph it, didn't touch it. Some things don't survive systems. I watched the waves take it back, slow and thorough. After that, the dock felt wrong. Too clean. Too quiet. Like everything was pretending nothing had fallen. The hull. The metal was cold when I came back to the ship. Salt dried into the seams, patient and stubborn. Grey paint everywhere, correct, efficient, invisible. I stood longer than the checklist allowed, pencil in hand. I let the line appear the way it does when I stopped trying to control it. The bow felt empty. Ships shouldn't face the water like they're ashamed of it. Why a mermaid? Where I grew up, fishing boats wore faces, not for luck, just so the sea would recognize them as alive. Cave hands, graffiti, names scratched into desks, same impulse. I don't believe art saves anything. I believe it proves something was here, so I gave the ship a face that looks forward. Not smiling, not afraid, just present. Paint. I mixed the blue too thin. It ran when I brushed it on. I let it. I've learned that the moment you correct everything, you erase yourself. The mermaid's hair blurred into the hull, like memory dissolving into metal. That felt honest. Documentation. I took one photo. Not framed, not centered. The ladder's still in the shot, my boot too. On the back, I wrote, "Finished before night tide. Looks better than the water." That sentence didn't need help. The cans. I labeled what was left the only way that made sense. Mermaid-hull, mermaid-deck, mermaid-cabin. Not colors, intent. I signed M. Full names are for systems that pretend they'll remember you. After that, others started painting too. Not because I told them to, because they saw it was allowed. Departure. I watched the runner leave the dock. Engine steady, water swallowing the reflection piece by piece. The mermaid faced forward, calm, accepting. I don't know who will see this again. Don't know if anyone will understand why it looks like this. But from the first cave handprints to the last paint on the hull, the message is always the same. I was here. Look at me. Good luck to whoever finds this. Miguel Alvarez. Aristotle. What survives when no one listens? Page 1. Day at the museum, May 6th, 1966. Mum dragged me to that dumb museum because it was raining. She said she didn't know what else to do with me because I wouldn't shut up. I hate that gross museum smell more than anything. Old wood, dust, and everybody's wet coats. There was this one painting, Aristotle, the sign said. He looked like a guy trying to think too hard. His hand was on a bust of some guy named Homer. Maybe he was trying to stop it from falling. Who are these guys? I asked Mum. She rolled her eyes at me. We're in one of the greatest museums in the world. Can you please find something to appreciate? Fine. Whatever. I kept looking at the Aristotle painting. At least he seemed interested in what he was doing. Wish I could feel that way. I kept looking and looking at him. Maybe he really, really wanted that statue guy to talk back to him. Then suddenly, I understood him. I stood there a long time. Mum touched my shoulder, jolting me. You okay? She asked. I lied and said yes. Looking at that painting, somehow it felt like church. Retrieval Unit, September 18th, 1973. The purpose of our operation was preservation, but it felt like an evacuation. We wore Moses armbands and wielded our clipboards like shields, but the museum staff didn't resist us much. Some cried, some went numb, all compiled in the end. We had lists, we had traits, and we had routes. We moved paintings the way doctors transported transplant organs, quickly, efficiently, and carefully without any reverence or ceremony. We reached the Rembrandt and I froze. I requested 1 extra minute, but the supervisor refused. To hell with him, I took it anyway. Aristotle's eyes looked the same as when I was a child. Tired, awake, patient. Homer's marble face stared forward, indifferent. I thought, this is what we are saving. Something that cannot speak, but forces us to stop and contemplate. Then I packed it away. Foam, straps, seals, and a barcode that wasn't worthy of touching it. Transposable storage, January 9th, 1982. We're supposed to transport everything to a transposable storage facility. According to records, it was some kind of failed experiment in housing, but it was deemed too disorientating, too unstable, too expensive. However, it was still standing, still being monitored, and still easy to lock. So the powers that be decided to use it as a vault. We mounted Aristotle on a wall that looked like every other wall in this strange place. Identical rooms, identical doors, identical lights. I remember thinking how wrong it was to store a painting about contemplating wisdom inside a place designed to scramble orientation. The officer in charge declared it's secure. Let's move on. His focus was its safety, not its meaning. I guess that was left to me. Before we exited the facility, I returned to that clean cube and studied Aristotle and Homer for the last time. A philosopher contemplating a poet who could no longer speak, and both of them trapped inside a structure that didn't care if anyone contemplated anything ever again. It felt like a verdict. Repurposed, June 3rd, 1991. Years later, I returned as support staff. We didn't use the strange facility as storage anymore. Now its purpose was evaluation. It served as a filter of sorts. We installed cameras and observation rooms behind walls. There were control panels now that could switch out doors in entire rooms when you weren't looking. They left Aristotle where they found him. They didn't need to move him. After all, he was already fulfilling their purpose. Subjects passed him by. Some slowed, some stopped and stared. A few touched the frame in awe as if it were a railing at the edge of a cliff. Most walked by, oblivious, as if the painting were an ordinary street sign. A selector wrote in the margins of our research manual, "Reverence predicts delay." I wanted to rip the page out. Closure. October 27th, 2005. We closed the facility down without any announcement or fanfare. Power reduced, teams reassigned. The last human trials of this place were made obsolete by new trials, new designs, and new machines. I descended into the cubic maze for a final walkthrough with a flashlight and a badge that still opened doors that few ever knew existed. There he was, Aristotle. Still occupying his space, dust on the frame, a crack in one corner of glass. The paint still as dark as deep water, Homer still silent, still marble. I stood in front of it and tried to remember the boy at the museum. The smell of wet coats, my mother's soft and impatient hand. It felt the world had a center, but I couldn't feel that anymore. The loudspeaker no longer worked to deliver its audio. The lights flickered once and held. Somewhere behind the wall, a camera motor turned and clicked like a nervous animal. Thought about taking the painting. I had the authority and the access. There was nowhere left to take it that meant anything. The world was already moving past us. At the door, I looked back one last time. Aristotle's hand rested on Homer, holding the past in place. And the door closed heavy and final. I left the painting behind, and it struck me.